Hello, my name is Kellan. I'm a costume and makeup designer from Mexico. I'm going to present to you Reimagining Orizaba's Son Jarocho Attire through Upcycling, a design research on traditional Mexican folk costume and aesthetic transformation. First of all, I want to present myself. I'm a costume designer and a performance artist whose work moves between theater, circus, performance, and dance. I studied textile and fashion design at Centro in Mexico City and completed a master's in industrial design at UNAM. In 2016, I was awarded the Jóvenes Creadores Grant in Theatrical Costume Design. For more than 5 years, I collaborated with Gilles Sancroix, co-founder of Cirque du Soleil, designing makeup for Circo de los Niños and the show Sabia. My versatility has led me to work with artists such as Gabriela Muñoz and Natalia Lafourcade in Limbo, as well as to design costumes for figures like Joel Peter Whitkin. In 2017, I wrote, directed, produced, and designed La Cuna, El Circo de Todos, a clown show awarded by Enartes and presented in several theaters in Mexico City. Some of my most notable projects include costume for Jesus Christ Superstar, Hoy No Me Puedo Levantar, and the International Day of the Dead Parade, where I created more than 500 characters and costumes. In 2022, I designed costumes for José el Soñador and collaborated on Honuac, a project with Paralympic swimmers. In 2023, I premiered Leo, El Espacio Onírico, with the National Dance Theatre Company in Palacio de Bellas Artes, inspired by the sculptures of surrealist artist Leonora Carrington. My work has received international recognition, being a finalist at World Stage Design 21 and at the prestigious World of Wearable Arts in New Zealand 24, consolidating my place as a key figure in contemporary stage design in Mexico. In 2025, I am once again finalist at World Stage Design in Sharash with the project Leo. That same year, I also designed costumes, set, and makeup for the 70,000th anniversary of Tenochtitlan in Mexico City's Zócalo. Abstract. This research project explores the intersection of traditional Mexican folk costume and sustainable design by reimagining Orizaba's Son Jarocho attire through upcycling practices. Rooted in Veracruz' vibrant musical tradition, Son Jarocho is characterized by its rich blend of cultural influences, indigenous, African, and Spanish, and its distinctive costumes that play a vital role in shaping the visual identity of performances. By applying upcycling as a traditional and design strategy, this study investigates how sustainability can serve not only as an ecological imperative but also as a creative force within the performing arts. Working within the context of La Bruja, a Son Jarocho production in Orizaba, made in 2022, this design research examines the sourcing of discarded and surplus materials, such as lace remnants, cotton scraps, or even egg cartons, as a basis for costume creation. The process involved close collaboration with local directors and performers, integrating traditional iconography, legends, and visual codes into reimagined garments. In doing so, the project ensures cultural authenticity while opening space for innovation in form, material, and learning. Upcycled costumes enhance the mise-en-scène by introducing layered visual textures and symbolic dimensions. Material imbued with past lives embody themes of transformation and resilience, reinforcing the narrative structure and emotional tone of the performance. Additionally, the use of sustainable methods fosters community awareness and encourages deeper audience engagement with environmental and cultural narratives. Ultimately, this project demonstrates how merging upcycling with traditional costume design offers a viable pathway to cultural preservation, creative experimentation, and environmental responsibility. It positions the act of dressing performance not merely as visual adornment, but as a participatory gesture of memory, identity, and ecological care, recasting costume design as dynamic, ethical, and productive practice. Which is the context? Where is Orizaba? Orizaba is in Veracruz. Orizaba is a historic city located in the state of Veracruz in eastern Mexico, nestled at the root of the Pico de Orizaba, the highest mountain in Mexico and dormant volcano. It is known for its colonial architecture, coffee traditions, and strong cultural life. The city has long been a regional hub where indigenous heritage, Spanish colonial history, and Afro Caribbean influences intersect, making it a meaningful site for exploring how traditional Mexican arts, such as Son Jarocho, continue to evolve in contemporary contexts. What is the traditional Jarocho attire? Son Jarocho, a musical and dance tradition from Veracruz, Mexico, is characterized by its lively rhythms and improvisational nature. The traditional attire associated with this genre reflects a blend of indigenous, African, and Spanish influences. For women, the ensemble typically includes a white blouse and a long flowing skirt adorned with lace and embroidery. Accessories such as rebozos, shawls, apron with floral motifs, and elaborative hairstyles with flowers and combs complete the look. Men traditionally wear white guayaberas, white trousers, and hats with four dents complemented by red neckerchiefs. I would like to point out that the research for this project was extremely supported by the production of La Bruja, the show, by their directors, and this helped a lot in the process. Material sourcing, identifying and collecting discarded fabrics and materials like egg carton that resonates with the textures and colors of traditional attire and new designs. One of the first things that we made in the workshop was to gather all the fabrics that we didn't use and upcycled materials so that we had this inventory, and with this inventory we decided what fabrics we will use to design the costumes. We digitalized the fabrics for making the renders of the designs, and these are the final renderings. This is what they look like on stage. We also use egg carton, papier-mâché techniques, and clay to create some of the masks that we used for the show. The design process. I made a reinterpretation of the Jarocha attire that looked like the traditional, but with some contemporary uses of the fabrics, as you can see here. Also because of the meaning and the character that I wanted to portray in every dancer. This is the character for Tlalocan Nana, a witch, or what we will call in English a witch, but she was one of the helpers of the main character, and this is what the mask looked like, made with the upcycled materials. We also sublimated in recycled fabric so that we can have this texture and this richness in the costume. For the characters of the indigenous woman, I recalled and recollected all the some of the medicinal plants traditionally used for healing in Mexico, And I designed these costumes inspired in each of one of these plants. Also for this, we used upcycled fabrics, lycra, and we make these masks so the dancers could easily dance with them. For the nahuales, that are creatures that are half half human and half animal, I made a research of the tlacuaches, teporingos, and venados that are endemic species of Orizaba, and I came up with this design and also using upcycled lycra that was and sculpted in the same fabric using foam and then hand painted. Conclusion: merging upcycling practices with traditional Son Jarocho costume design in Orizaba not only preserves cultural heritage but also promotes sustainability and innovation in the performing arts. This approach enriches the aesthetic experience of the mise en scène, offering fresh perspectives of cultural expression and environmental responsibility. Thank you so much.